Hello. So, we are talking about 5 healthy habits that change my life, and honestly, I believe that they will change your life too. It is springtime. We are ready to reset and look. You'll want to get this information because honestly, it is truly valuable. And I don't want to make this sound cliche because I know that there are a lot of videos out talking about things that change their life, but I do really feel that the information that I'm going to provide is very valuable to you, and you'll definitely want to consider incorporating them into your life, especially as we get into this new season. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nicole LaShawn, and I am a nurse practitioner with a background in family medicine. On this channel, I am here to help Black women to create a life that we want to live, rather than the one that was assigned to us. And on this channel, I talk a lot about health and wellness, and nutrition and fitness, travel, and basically anything related to healthy lifestyle. And on this channel, I really am creating a safe space for us as Black women to learn and unlearn and just reset our lives no matter what stage the journey that we're on. So, if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and stick around for more information and content along those lines. So, getting into the subject of today's video, we're talking about having a reset, right? Things that we can do to help reset. And I want to just talk a little bit about what does it mean to reset. To me, it's getting to a place where you want to feel grounded, right? You want to feel that you are starting again, and you're gonna be able to have a foundation upon which you can build or rebuild for the future. That's how I think of a reset. Maybe things have gotten a little bit off course. Life gets busy. That's just the way things are. And so resetting is an opportunity to reflect, to look at the way things have been, and to set goals for how you would like to see things change for the future. So for me, number one on my list is sleep. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what your health goal is, I believe truly that sleep is the foundation of a healthy routine. And I believe that if your sleep is not in order, there's no point in doing other things until you prioritize your sleep. And I'm not exaggerating. I honestly, truly believe this. I believe that if you can prioritize your sleep, or if you can't do anything else, let's just say it this way, if you can't figure out where to start in order to reset, to get back on track, start here. Start with sleep. I am going to look at my notes, but most of us as adults, we require at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. And there's a good chance that if you're not getting that 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night, that you're not feeling 100% yourself. Sleep, the benefits of getting good sleep include getting sick less often. So it helps to boost your immune system, staying and maintaining at a healthy weight, lowering your risk for heart disease, diabetes. If you're getting enough sleep, it helps to reduce your stress and improve your mood. It helps you to think more clearly and do better at school or work or whatever it is that you're focusing on trying to do. It helps you to get along better with people because you're not as moody or as irritable. You're not as reactive, right? You have the energy to think through and respond more appropriately to things. Furthermore, sleep helps you to make better decisions for your life overall. It also helps you to avoid injuries. When you're sleepy or when you're drowsy, or let's think in terms of being sleep deprived, when you're sleep deprived, you are more accident prone. For me, I noticed this in myself. If you're not sleeping well, you're going to be more prone to drop things. If you're drowsy, thinking about you're driving, you could have an accident, your reaction time is more delayed, your focus and attention are reduced. And so you're just going to be more prone to injuries and accidents when you are not getting sufficient quality and quantity of sleep. So I would say, number one thing for you to do for yourself for a healthy reset is to establish and prioritize a healthy sleep routine. So this means that you might have to make some changes. You might have to establish a bedtime for yourself and a wake up time for yourself, and maintain that consistently throughout the week and the weekend. Hopefully, if you're someone who is not having to work shift work like night work, you can just have a set schedule and set routine where you're able to get and maintain that 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night without compromise. And that's really going to do an immense amount of good for you in your health reset. I know it does for me. So for me, I know that over the years, before I do anything as it relates to my health, whether it's exercise, whether I want to build muscle, whether I want to lose fat, whether I want to grow my hair, whatever the case is, number one place that I start is with prioritizing my sleep. Number two that I have on my list that is a healthy habit that has really changed my life, honestly, is having a cleaning routine. One thing that I've learned about myself is that I do better if I have some structure. I am not the type of person that flourishes when I can just do whatever I want to do. For me, if I can just do whatever I want to do, there's a good chance that I'm going to end up doing a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing. Or I'm going to wait until the very last minute to get anything done. And in fact, what I have discovered about myself is that when I don't have structure, I spend, or should I say waste, I waste a lot of time trying to figure out what I'm going to do rather than actually putting in the time doing it. So for me, having a cleaning routine has really helped to give me the structure and the foundation to maintain a clean and organized space. And for me, having a clean and organized space means that I have a clean and organized mind, right? I don't have all this clutter around me. I am not trying to figure out what to do and how to clean and where to start, because having the routine means that I have the template already lined up, so I know exactly what to do and when I need to do it. Now, that definitely doesn't mean that I do it 100% of the time, because girl, I don't. I promise you I do not. I do not do it 100% of the time. However, the beauty of having the routine, what I've discovered is that even though I'm not 100% accurate at doing it all the time, which I think is human, right? We are human beings. What I've discovered is that even when I'm kind of getting off my routine, it's very easy for me to jump back in. I never feel like things are just completely out of control, and I never have this sense of not knowing what to do, because no matter when I want to jump back in, whether it be a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, I have a list of things for where to start, right? And I always have that confidence to know that whatever needs to get done will get done because it's built into the routine. So I use Fly Lady. I've been using that for, like I said, about 8 to 10 years, and having like an evening routine, having a morning routine, a laundry routine, it just has helped me immensely. Number 3 on my list for healthy reset is regular exercise and movement. Regular exercise and movement. And honestly, at this stage in the game, I can say that I'm someone who has incorporated regular exercise and movement for over 20 years, right? From the times that my children were really young all the way up to now with them being grown. And my oldest now is 25. So that looks different depending on what stage and phase of life you're in. Whether you have small children, whether you have babies, young children, school age, adult children, whatever the case is, it's going to look different for every season of life, and it doesn't have to look the same. But getting in some movement is definitely beneficial. Regular exercise improves your memory and brain function. It helps to protect against so many chronic diseases. It helps to maintain a healthy weight, lowers your blood pressure, it improves your heart health, improves the quality of your sleep, reduces feelings of anxiety and depression. It also helps to improve joint pain, stiffness, and fatigue. It helps to maintain muscle strength and balance and increases your lifespan overall. So while you may not be able to get out to the gym, depending on what stage and season of life you're in, try and find 10 or 15 minutes, even just light stretching is a form of movement. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. I know that for me, one thing that I always come back around to when I feel like I can't really do much is stretching. I love to do some stretching and just some gentle movement on a regular basis, and it really does help me to feel more grounded and overall helps to reset my health. Number 4 that I have on my list, getting outdoors. So, getting outdoors is so important, weather permitting, right? And I really have found over the years that being able to get outdoors, it really helps to reset my health, helps me to feel more grounded. Now, where I live, which is in the Midwest of the United States, we have a long, dark, cold winter. And so there's definitely times where getting outside is just not feasible, nor is it safe based on the weather. So I really do love the spring. I really do love this time of the year because it's finally starting to warm up. Finally, the sun is starting to poke out, and getting outside is just more feasible. Now, during the winter months, it's more challenging to get out, but even if it's just for a few minutes of getting fresh air, maybe there won't be no sun. There won't be no sun, but finding activities that you can enjoy, even if it's cold outside, I found to be helpful. Soaking up the sun, getting out during daylight hours always helps to reset. And number 5 that I have on my list, and honestly, I would probably say behind sleep, this is probably one of the most valuable and important health reset practices that I think that we can do, and that's setting boundaries. Setting boundaries can have so many benefits emotionally, spiritually, and physically for our overall health and well-being. It also helps to increase our self-awareness. It helps to improve communication and gives us a sense overall that we are in control over our lives and over ourselves. I think it's especially important to set boundaries as part of a reset because many of us, especially as Black women, and as we were children, we were really taught to not have boundaries. At least, many of us were. We were taught to go places that we didn't want to be. We were not allowed to say no. We weren't allowed to say that things made us uncomfortable. We were rewarded for doing the things that we didn't want to do, right? So it takes practice to put into place ways to unlearn those behavioral patterns. And many of the things that we do as it relates to setting boundaries are things that will help to promote our health, keep us healthy, keep us safe, and keep us grounded. I just want to share with you some signs of poor boundaries. And the reason why I want to share these is because if I were speaking to my younger self, I really wish someone had sat me down and told me the importance and the value of setting boundaries and had let me know that it's okay to have boundaries for myself and that boundaries were a good thing. So some signs of poor boundaries include if you're someone who's received honors for all your hard work, if you're someone who is always willing to go above and beyond, if you're the person who shows up when nobody will, if you feel that somehow if you don't do it, it won't get done, if you have been told that, you know, you are the person that they can count on when they can't count on anybody else. These are all red flags that it's possible that you may not have good boundaries for yourself. Because the truth is, lack of boundaries is something that is rewarded in our culture and in our society, right? If you are willing to go into work early and stay late, it's a good chance that you may be eligible for a promotion, right? That also indicates that you may not have good boundaries. So if you're frequently feeling overscheduled, busy, tired, overworked, underappreciated, right? These are all indications that you may not have good boundaries. And so I would encourage you to look into setting some boundaries, practicing them. For me, it's a constant practice, right? Learning how to say no, learning how to give myself permission to do what I want to do and not care what it matters to other people. So, those are the 5 things that I wanted to share with you. I hope that you find them helpful. If so, please go ahead and like this video. And I would love to hear from you in the comments about some things that you're doing to be more healthy this spring. Specifically, some boundaries that you have set for yourself or are practicing, or things that you've learned because of some boundaries that you've set. Anyways, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time on the next video. Bye.